Hi, hi, this is Andy of Andy's Personal Development, and we are currently. Hi, this is Andy of Andy's Personal Development, and we are currently live in the breakout room. So, welcome, and we love being here for you with quality and value to inspire and to transform. Remember, we are on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, and iTunes. Today, as usual, we have a special guest to share with you for your development and growth and to live your better informed life. So, grab a cup, pull up a seat, and stay tuned for the introduction right here, now, live in the breakout room. It's the place for health, happiness, and prosperity. Stay tuned. Our next guest in the breakout room is Michaell Magrutsche. He's an Austrian California multimedia artist, awareness and creativity educator, speaker, and author. He's also host of the podcast, The Smart of Art, Reclaim the True Value of Art, 30 Seconds at a Time. He has written 5 books concerning art, including Dangerous Blood, screenplay by Michaell Magrutsche. He says, I believe in outside-the-box problem solving to experience our human experience inclusive of nature. This is our guest. So, let's welcome live in the breakout room this creative and artistic genius, the man, Michaell Magrutsche. And so we are live in the breakout room. I want to say greetings and a happy, and a prosperous new year 2023 to all our listeners, supporters, subscribers, and followers. This is the very first of season 3 of the breakout room. And now our guests.
Hi, Andy.
Hey,
Hey, Andy.
how are you? How
Happy
are
New
you?
Year.
How are you?
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. It is a great year. We're looking forward for victory in 2023. That's my team.
Exactly.
Victory in 2023. No matter what your
Victory for
challenges are.
humans. For
Yeah,
humans.
that's
Victory
right.
for
That's
humans.
right.
Yeah.
Exactly, my friend. So, we normally would start by looking at the background of our guests. And it's intriguing that you are Austrian slash Californian in terms of country and where you're based and stuff.
Mm,
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger country, right?
exactly. You got it.
Oh,
Arnold Schwarzenegger country.
yeah. So, Michael, tell us how you grew up and where were you born and what was your experience like before you actually got to California?
Yeah. I was a sick child. I went to school, found out I'm dyslexic and dysgraphic, couldn't
Hmm.
repeat things. So basically, I'm all self taught. I have no education. I had to repeat 3 classes.
Wow.
And it was really hard for me. And so I said, I need to go in a country that is less systemic than Europe was.
Okay.
And I wasn't aware of that. Obviously, I had a drawn.
Yeah.
I was drawn to the country, and then when you're like 18, 19, you just want to survive day by day, and I just want to, just want to get away,
Right.
get away
Yeah.
to survive. And I did, and then I found when I was 30 that that all the jobs I had were basically because I couldn't fit into systems. I couldn't get an education. I couldn't do anything.
Hmm.
And but I could connect with humans, and I
Okay.
could do art. And I saw at 30 that it made me survive. Art made me survive. My art creation, not art, looking at art creation. And the art community,
Okay.
because there's no racism, there's no sexism. When I was in the thing, we didn't even talk about this. We just created a theater play, or a painting, and a festival.
Right.
Yeah, I realized that when I have all my jobs who are about art related, I said, I don't need the system to tell me, or somebody else to tell me I'm an artist. I know I'm an artist because I survived through art creation. That was a major pivot point. And from then on, I was, dived in deeper in the art. And then I found out that when I was like 6 years ago or so, I saw that 97% of artists worldwide are poverty, on the poverty level. They're poor. And so I wrote the last book, Smart of Art, and also do my podcast. So to teach people what I experienced in 40, 50 years, that they don't have to go through the same way, that they don't think, oh my God, all artists are poor. We are very rich. We are humanly very rich, but we are poor according to the system. Like a fireman is, like a soldier is.
Oh,
All the humanitarian jobs are very poor.
yeah. Yeah. Wow. So, based on that philosophy, Michael, and I see where you're going, and I understand what you're saying. What do you think is the major reason why we are all rich as humans, but when it comes to that level of professionalism and the profession that we do, we struggle? We don't seem to be able to just go to the next level and thrive and become wealthy and that kind of thing. Why is that so?
So this is my next book I'm working on. It's Systems and Creativity. And it's like, yeah, I mean, it just comes out of, one thing leads to another. And I think we need to understand there's awareness. It's an awareness that we humans have to understand. Number one, we are part of nature. We are one species of nature.
Right.
And we are not as sharp as the eagle sees way better than us. All the animals have one of sense. So we can create. So we create systems. And we are the gods of creating religions, countries, companies. They're all little systems, but they're very limited, but we are the gods of it, so we can change them. We can change the system to make why we started system in the first place, to help us out, to lift our human potential. Because as you know, through your podcast, that humans are good in generally. They're not bad people. And they're people, and they're benevolent. They're helping each other. And you can trust a human, but you can't trust really a system, because the system works on a principle, and there's other people. I'm not saying systems are bad, but there's on the other side of systems are also humans, and you cannot win human against human. So systems are, if you don't see systems in humans, we are not seeing that we eradicating humans against humans. That's why, and all systems, I get just dump that really in, all systems work on a pace of lack, on a financial principle, which is always, you hit the first quarter of a fiscal year, you need to get the next quarter, right? And the next quarter and the next quarter. So you always started with new, but it's always a lack. It's always a need. And by that, we de-evaluating humans by doing that, because it needs to get bigger, better, stronger. And all of a sudden, when when you're not in nature and experience humanity in nature, and you experience it in a limited man-made system where we are the gods of it, you lose the truth. You lose that humans are a superpower. You use that gender, race, sexuality was separated by systems so they can handle us, right? So when people, when we started have a king, the king says, okay, What am I? I need the warriors. Okay, the warriors, guys, and the woman are sitting at the thing. So gender separation. Then we conquered other lands, and then we said,
Hmm.
oh, they look different than us. It doesn't matter. It's not about white, black. It's anybody that conquered,
Yeah.
they look different, and the ones that they conquered were the lower ones because they conquered them.
Mm-hmm.
So in the system, not in the human. The human is still the same. And then
All right.
now sexuality. Now they want to do sexuality.
Oh yeah. I hear you. I hear you. And I also hear the passion that you're speaking with.
Yeah.
Michael, I just want to quote something that you said, and it's very interesting. You said the earth and nature never need to be saved, but we have to become conscious, otherwise we extinguish our
Oh,
humanity again. And
yeah.
that gives me the impression that we at some point in time we are either extinguishing or have extinguished our humanity. What exactly is the focus behind this thought?
So, because I think civilizations, the Mayans and the Egyptians and stuff, so people have extinguished, a civilization have extinguished itself before. And what happened to the dinosaurs? The dinosaurs were extinct. Nature went on without one species. So I think we don't need to
Okay.
worry about nature. We need to worry that our species can survive, not that
Mm-hmm.
we can exploit nature to have money, which is it's great.
Yeah.
We need to adapt to nature to survive.
Mm-hmm.
That your kids and kids also have the opportunity to visit this planet like an island, right? Visit this thing like an island
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
enjoy the vacation, right? So it's
Right.
just we are thinking system. See, think through the system. We think about humanity, and we think through the system. We killed nature, but we killed our own habitat because if we don't
Wow.
live, nature just grows over. Look at Chernobyl, the nuclear reactor. It just grows
Mm-hmm.
over. Look in the Amazon where the Mayan cities are just nature just grows over. We have we
Yeah.
try to fight the virus, right? We fight the virus,
Yeah.
and the virus went all over the world. We have no
Yeah.
power against nature. Nature is smarter. We can be partner with them, like we should be partner with humanity. All humans should be partner,
Yeah.
but we shouldn't
Yeah.
be segregated and see it as something out there. We are part of it, so we can't save it
Yeah.
because we are part of it. But we can
Right.
fix systems. We can make
Yeah.
system work for us that
Uh-huh.
our future generations can survive.
Yeah. Great. Thanks for sharing, Michael. It seems to me that you are focusing here on a higher sense of self-awareness, a higher level of consciousness.
Yes, yes.
How do you use your medium, meaning your work in art and the books that you have written, and we'll get to those just now, five in
Mm-hmm.
all, to send that message out to people so that they become aware, hey, we need to look what Michael is saying, because maybe that's just the key to unlocking some of the things that have kept us in this mindset prison for such a long time.
I don't have a mindset, a conditioned mindset because I couldn't fit into systems, but just by my disability, I couldn't fit into systems.
Yeah.
So I'm the example by being on your show and talking to you, and
Yeah.
also have your
Yeah.
input. I am
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm the example. So I would suggest people should just listen to that over, a couple times to this episode.
Mm-hmm.
So it's awareness. It's not knowledge. Knowledge, you can pass an exam, and then
Right.
in a year you don't know anything. You have a degree and you don't know nothing. It's about the human awareness, that we have, which leads us to wisdom, which is the rules of humanity. You know, there is no
Right.
more
Yeah.
wisdom and less wisdom. It's just there is wisdom, and that's the highest form of uh, um, awareness in this physicalness. There's not gravity is gravity. There's not more gravity or less gravity.
Yeah.
Gravity is gravity, right? So
All right. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you, Michael. So let's take a look at your writing for a moment. When did it actually start, and what was the thing that inspired you to put what you believe was important, valuable content into writing?
Okay, Andy. So the first thing, writing helped me because of dyslexia, where you switch
Mm-hmm.
and you can't read. It
Yeah.
helps me to express myself and find to go deeper. And then because even if I forget it, I can read it, what I wrote. And
Okay.
then I can
Okay.
integrate that. So for example, if you fill out a form for the government or for something, it takes me
Yeah.
3 times as long as than you. You know,
Wow. Okay.
it's
Yeah.
just everything, like everything, filling out, typing takes me very long. So that's why writing is a great medium, because I'm writing, and through the writing it unveils art. The art creation
Mm.
is the same thing. So I have
Okay.
no education. So this is everything I'm saying here that resonates with you.
Mm-hmm.
I have learned for myself through
Mm-hmm.
art or other humans, but not from
Okay.
education or being a system navigator, a businessman and checker and whatever.
All right. Great. So, out of the five that you have published, which one do you think best expresses the message that you want people to get?
The last one, always the last one is always it's when you are the
Ah.
wisest. No, when you are the wisest.
Uh-huh.
I also
Uh-huh.
from the I have written a book about how to place art, because I find art can be
Mm-hmm.
placed much better. And I talked to one of the best people all over of aesthetics, because I'm studying aesthetics too, so
Right.
in that pursuit of
Okay.
art. And but
Right.
the last one is exactly what we talk about, and the next book is going to be all about the
Mm-hmm.
systems. But this one, the last one, it separates art from art creation, the art product, uh, the painting, the poem, the music song, I think,
Yeah.
from
Yeah.
the art creation. And I believe that what I discovered in this, which I knew, but I wasn't conscious of it, I wasn't aware of it, that art creation is the superpower. As a creation is a superpower. The second superpower that
Right.
humans have is dialogue, like you, healthy dialogue. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying I'm right, you are right.
Yeah.
It's healthy dialogue. That's the
Yeah.
second one. And the third one uh, is adaptability, because we couldn't survive wars, slavery, Holocaust without being adaptability. So being aware of those three
Okay.
superpowers makes our life easier. It's not
Yeah.
every living being is challenged because it's living, right? The fact that you're living, you are
Mm-hmm.
challenged. Every bacteria, virus, and everything.
Right.
But creating and knowing about these three superpowers, it helps you to um, to be self-aware, to become more self-aware, without steps, without system jargon, mindfulness, uh, uh, you know, uh, political correct, and all this. Those are all
Right.
system jargons. I just heard today
Okay.
that
Yeah.
soldiers, when you cannot ask, in the military, they say that they teach that uh, when you ask an Asian person to help you with a math problem, that creates microaggressions. And I say, I'm asking any person that can help me for a freaking math problem, because I don't know math. You know what I mean?
You don't
So
know.
why
Yeah.
would I
Yeah.
why
Yeah.
would I
Yeah.
systemically think I cannot do this? Or why would I say, oh, I cannot talk to a colored person, right? Why would I, why would I say that? Everybody's a human. We're all
Yeah.
part of the
Right.
big thing. It's like you saying, no, I'm not talking to a
Yeah.
white person. So what the hell? You know, it's like
Uh,
we are all
yeah. Yeah.
one, and we are only in the
Yes.
system. In the system, we are racist. In the systems, we are
That.
sexist. In the systems, we are gender phobic.
Right.
In real,
Right.
I mean, in real, we all get along. But the system needs to separate us,
That's
because
true.
they sell us to get us together,
Yeah.
right? They sell us, and
Ah.
because You see, because the other side of the systems are humans too, and creativity is the number one. So they need to feed their babies too. And so if we're not conscious that we
Ah,
eliminate ourselves, humans, through systems and don't make systems to support humans, we eradicate us again after 6 times or 7 times. And
oh,
this is not spiritual.
wow.
This is not wow,
Wow,
wow.
that's
This is
that's
just, you can feel with it. You can relate to it, right? It's just,
yeah, yeah,
huh?
it is. It is. It's powerful, Mike. It's powerful, and I commend you for taking the opportunity to go in that direction. It has so much meaning and trust.
Yeah.
I want to ask you about the podcast.
Mhm.
How did that begin, and what is the ideal audience that you're looking to reach with that content you produce on your podcast?
Humans, Andy, humans. It's all about
Right,
humanity.
right.
Because one thing I was
Mm-hmm.
very sad about, that in artists, you remember there was always mentors in art. They mentored the other students,
Yes,
free mentorship,
yes,
and it's almost disappeared in the
yes.
arts. It almost disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
And because art is very essential to humanity, uh,
Mm-hmm.
I created the podcast only 20 seconds because I want to evoke,
Mm-hmm.
like this. I'm living what I preach. It's just a quote and a
Okay.
question. I'm not telling you steps or anything, just a quote and a question, 20 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I
Okay.
recommend everyone to become aware, to
Mm-hmm.
just listen to one of the quote and ask you to answer the question for yourself. By doing that,
Right.
that you don't need an answer. You just need to go do one. And even if you don't understand the quote, keep it to the next quote, next day or next 2 days, you get to the next one. And just read it.
Yeah.
It will percolate. After 10 days or 15 days, it will percolate the awareness of you that we are all one, and that how much
Right.
power we have.
Yes.
And we are limitless. We can do anything, which with your podcast. Yeah, you didn't know that you
Yeah.
can do a podcast. You said, "Oh, I have an inspiration. Oh, wow, I can do it." And now it fulfills you, because what we want to
Right.
chase is the fulfillment. The fulfillment. If you want to be
Yeah.
fulfilled and you want to direct yourself through nature and humans, then you just read one quote or something and let it percolate in you. And I have nothing to
Yeah.
sell, Andy.
Wow.
I'm not
Right. Yeah.
selling.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, "Oh, buy my new shampoo."
I get it, Michael. Great. I'm so glad that you're sharing from the heart, and I can feel your passion. So, in terms of mentorship, Michael, is there someone that you turn to? Is there that person that has that still steady voice that you listen to from time to time?
I do listen to, because YouTube is a great tool. Use the system
Okay.
as a tool for humanity.
Yeah.
YouTube is a
Yeah.
great tool, where you can um, look at videos of Eckhart Tolle,
Mm.
for example,
Right.
the
Right.
thing of now, in the moment, which is very important to get out of
Mhm.
systems, to be in the now, and not
Right.
worry about
Yeah.
future or past. And I look at those, but very little outside of the system. So I have to look for a lot of stuff,
Okay.
because I'm interested in the human connection. Because I can't be
Yeah.
good in the system. I'm doing a podcast, but
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
human related too. But I'm not prepared for the
Right.
podcast or anything. So I'm just having a human conversation, which I told you. I said, I'm not prepared. I'm
Yeah.
not having steps or anything. I'm just having a beautiful conversation with another beautiful human being. And by that, I'm experience more
Yeah.
of humanity, of my power, and your power. We both, because two people are better than one, because it's all inclusive. We're
That's
driven
right.
by DNA to belong.
Yeah.
By the DNA. That's why we like to be successful in systems, because the systems sold us, other humans through systems sold us, we
Mhm.
can be one through in the systems, but we can't. We can use the system to be one, but we can be one through the system. The system can
Yeah.
support us in being one, but we are already one. Humans are already warm.
That's right.
So
That's right.
we
That's
were.
right. That's right.
I love it that you guys.
I love it too, Michael. It's
Yeah,
a wonderful philosophy and a way of living. It's
yeah.
tremendous. So, Michael, here's the thing. What are your concerns about the future going forward? And are there any projects that you're planning to deal with what you may perceive as challenges coming ahead?
No, no challenges, no goals, no future fear. That is what makes you
Oh,
fulfilled. You just you
all
fulfill
right.
you milk the moment. I'm so my passion is because I'm milking the moment with you, Andy. I'm excited to have met
Yeah.
another part of me. You understand that
Right.
we are all
I
one,
hear you.
and I'm excited to
Hmm.
to meet you. That is fulfilling. If I work, I can worry. Of course, I can say, "Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna pay for this," or I don't know. Perhaps I'm gonna be on the street in a year. I know. What is if I get sick?
Mm,
Those are mind constructs that are
yeah.
conditioned by systems that we are all in. We because we
Yes.
live in
Yes.
humanity in systems, so we
Mm,
worry constantly. Okay, so look what they think. It's everything. Life is uncertain. I told you, life is you're challenged
mhm.
because you're a living being. Show me one living being
Yeah.
that isn't challenged, from bacteria to virus to animal.
Uh,
Everybody is
yes.
challenged. But the system says we
Yeah.
can make you predictable. We give you insurance. What does the insurance? What does it make if you lose your loved one? How much? It doesn't matter if you get $1 million. I mean, it makes it easier to
Yeah.
the thing, but it doesn't really replace the human because you have paper, printed
Yeah.
paper in your hand, and so I want to people. I want to just plant seeds that people refine that they have already everything, that they're already. Not that I'm saying don't buy the Mercedes or whatever. No, we have everything. What's valuable, what's fulfilling, and we can buy the Mercedes. See, it's that the system comes secondary. First, what the system comes
Yeah.
second. The first thing, I'm happy to meet Andy. Oh, Andy and I want to buy a car. That's okay.
Yeah.
But first, we are happy that we meet each other. Make sense?
Right. I hear. Yes, of course, definitely. A whole lot of sense. Yeah, great, wonderful.
Great first
I
episode,
want to
huh?
read
Great
something
first
here
episode.
for the
Go
year.
ahead.
This is my third season,
Oh
so
no, for the
you
first
are
year, it's the
doing really
first
wonderful.
episode.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. I just want to read something from
Go ahead.
Deepak Chopra,
Hmm.
and it says, I get your thoughts on it. The habit of being more conscious will emerge effortlessly and without pain and discomfort if you keep in mind that the best experiences in your life indicate that you have glimpsed the light already without struggling to get there. As your chosen path, living in the light can begin anytime you choose. And once inspired, and you take the most important step in your journey, where every step brings you closer to your true self. Deepak Chopra.
I 100% agree, except you have to choose
Uh
it.
huh.
I don't think you have to choose it.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to choose it because
Yes.
once you're aware, you cannot make yourself unaware. So if you get conscious,
Okay.
you cannot make yourself unconscious. That, but 100% on his.
All right.
I agree with him. Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Great. So, Michael, if you had a megaphone and you could speak to over 8 billion people that exist on planet Earth, and you need to get that message that you believe is necessary for us as humans to hear, what would you say to us?
We are the gods of systems. So that's what we can change. We cannot change nature or humanity. We can change the systems that we have. And 90% of those systems, the systems are the cause of 90% of our problems. If we understand systems and the humans, our life will be 70% easier. I tried till 50 to hit the wall. And just by compartmentalizing, it's all about humanity. We are part of nature. And we need to make systems because we can change that. That we can really change. We don't want to alter through systems nature or through systems with implants and whatever. I'm not against implants, but humanity,
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
have everything in us. Like you and I, we meet and we feel, oh, I like Andy, or I don't like Andy, or I feel Andy is weird. We have all the senses, and there's no computer that
Okay.
can do it or AI that can do it. So I think
Right.
trust humanity, make humanity and nature, see it in the context, number one, and say, we can change the system to help us experience that beautiful journey on earth while we're on earth.
Wow, I'm impressed, Michael. That's truly amazing. I love it. I fully agree with you 100x%. And it has been an extreme pleasure having you on the show, Michael. If you want to share your hashtag handles or tell people how they can get your publications, you
Yeah.
can. So now they can get in contact with you and get some vital knowledge, some
Yeah.
vital content from stuff that you do. So go ahead.
MichaelM.com is, I have one hub. You can reach me through there, all the social and everything, all my books, all my podcasts and everything, paintings, music. And the hashtag handle is the smart of art. That's it.
Okay. Okay. That's it. Great. Wonderful. So there you have it, folks. We have been in the presence of this truly inspired gentleman. He is a creativity and awareness educator, and he does so through his writing and the process of art. So we thank Michael for being on the first episode of 2023, the new year. We hope that you would continue to seek your trophies as far as your humanity is concerned and not look outside of yourself, but to stay within where that true sense of awareness and that true sense of humanity already exists. We can't change the planet, we cannot change nature, but you know what? We can adopt the mindset that says, I am okay and everybody else is okay. Thank you so much, Michael, for those powerful stuff. I'm sure it will inspire us to move on to higher heights and deeper depths as far as accepting our humanity is concerned. So, this is Andy of Andy's Personal Development in the presence of Michaell Magrutsche, saying thank you so much for joining us on the breakout room for the first episode of 2023. As we go, we wish you a happy and a prosperous and healthy 2023. Until next time, this is Andy and Michael say so long, Godspeed, God bless, Namaste. Bye for now, people. Stay in peace.